sure that we are, doing what we need to do today. Make sure you're focused, make sure you're understanding your endings, make sure you're looking at the irregulars with us, because then you don't have to listen to me for a few days, but you do need to practice and make sure you're getting yourself set up to do well on your 9 weeks quiz next week. All right. So that's kind of where we're headed. So I think, here's what I'm thinking. Let's do, I was going to go back and forth. Let's do some Blooket. We're just going to go in order. I was going to do preterite and then Blooket and then back to preterite. But I think let's just do some Blooket to practice some vocab, and then we'll kind of just take it and then we'll chunk up the preterite together. So if you would decide what you want to play on, if you're going to play on your phone or your computer, and I will get you the code here in a second. Now, often I wait to play vocab games until you know your vocab a little bit better, but I just thought, let's mix it up. It'd be fun to play Blooket. I always stick it at the end, and then I always run out of time, so we're going to do it first thing today. So if you need your vocab list, that's fine. So maybe you want to get out your vocab list, have it open simultaneously, split your screen, or if it's on paper, saquen la lista de vocabulario. All right, then you've got it ready to go. All right, so let me pop it up. We can decide what we want to play. We can probably do 2 rounds, possibly 3. We'll see how fast we go. And then we can try some different games. They've started exploring beyond my Gold Rush game or Gold Quest, whatever it's called. And there's some other fun ones out there. So I feel like maybe we played one together the other day. Did we do Cafe? Yeah. All right, so you're going to get a little input time here. So here, I'm going to pause my. If you feel like you know those endings, then you're in pretty good shape. If you feel like you're not quite there yet, that's okay. But that really, really does need to be your focus. All right. Your A, aste, o, amos, aron. E, iste, io, imos, ieron. How many accents on ER and IR? Show me with your fingers. How many accents? Same, 2. Right? Yo form and the L form. Okay. And both of the L forms are over the O. Thank you. All right, so that's basically what we did yesterday, and then we filled out these guys on the back. So again, you can flip over the back, make sure you have these all filled in. These are your notes. Okay, nade, nadaste, nadamos, nade, nadaste, nado, nadamos, nadaron. And then we actually had filled in all of these. And you guys have all these copied down, right? Does anybody need me to pull them up? Because I do have a version where they're done. Okay, let me pull that up for you real quick. I think that's just right over here. I have one with the answers on it, so you can look at that real quick. Let's see, I think this one has my answers. Yeah. All right. On the back, yeah. Just in case you want to check. Oh, well, I had those too, but the other version didn't have the bottom. So you can check the top. All right, let me just screen share it one more time. And if you didn't do it yesterday or you're catching up with us for whatever reason, I'll leave it up there for a minute while we're talking. And you can make sure that you've got, so here's your Nadar. Ready for me to move it down? All right, here's Comer and Vivir. Okay, check yourself, check the yo form and the L form for accents. And then tell me when I'll put it on the bottom. Ready? And remember, I said all of them are pretty much fair game on the bottom, except for number 9. I said I accidentally threw on an irregular. Okay. So go ahead and just double check those. That's why that leyeron is in green, because that had a little spell change. Okay, we said if we have 3 vowels in a row, we have to make that little adjustment. All right, so we'll do some practice with these guys in just a minute. I'm actually going to pull a couple verbs off of here to practice with. So we're going to practice with hablar in a minute. And let's do, how about acampar? And then we're going to do, not vivir, because we just did that. What ones did I put on here? Not vivir or comer. Let's do beber and escribir. All right, so we'll practice with those guys in just a second. All right, I give everybody time to check their work here. All right, we are going to transition now to the second handout that I gave you today. So again, either you picked it up today or I gave it to you yesterday. It says, El Pretérito, and then it actually says in parentheses, a completed action. These are actually notes that I gave you first semester, if you had me. They are absolutely identical, so just proof that you have seen this before. And you'll notice I added in one irregular verb, so that's what I want to focus on. Can I get rid of this? Does anybody still need this? You good? Anybody? Okay. So let me pull up the other document. I'm actually just going to grab it from your current lesson. So it's right here. It's number 2. It says preterite, ser and ir, and then it has a quick little kargar and zar. So again, this is literally from first semester. But again, I know some of you did better than others, and if you happen to have Mr. Urquizo first semester, you might not have gotten too much of this because that class actually didn't have a teacher first 9 weeks. Slight disadvantage. So that's why we're kind of filling it in now. All right, so the top is obviously review. There's your AR and your ER and IR, which we just went over. All right, so this is what our focus is today. And again, it really is not supposed to be new information, so just bear with me, refresh on it real quick, and then hopefully it'll be in good shape. So there's 2 things here, okay? First is the verb ser and ir. Ser is was, and ir is went. So it's interesting because their meaning is very different, but for whatever reason, in the preterite tense, they have the exact same forms. So as long as you remember that, and then you learn your forms, you have 2 irregulars already covered, all right? So first thing to note before I say them for you is, does ser or ir have an accent mark on it? Do you see any accents? No. All right, you'll learn as we start going through these irregulars. A lot of the irregulars do not have accent marks, all right? So you just have to practice them. They're weird. I don't know. I didn't make it up. I'm just passing it on. So repitan, fui. Let's try that all together. Ready? Fui. If you're at home, you should be saying it even though I can't hear you. One more time. Fui. Fuiste. Fue. Fuimos. Fuisteis. Fueron. All right. So that's what they are. Okay. I went, you went, he went, we went, you all went, they went. Things to note besides no accents, it's just a funny pattern. The iste and the emos make sense. The fueron, you'll notice there's no I in there. And again, we kind of mentioned with leyeron the other day, you can't have 3 vowels in a row. So in this case, you just drop the I. Okay? It's awkward to say fueron, so we just say fueron, no I. And then these 2, the L form and the L form, are just, they just do their own thing. We just got to practice them, which we will in a minute. So I'm going to add those to our list to practice here. And I'm going to put ser/ir because they're the same. All right, then quick reminder at the bottom, okay? This is not something I'm going to overly emphasize, but I just want to remind you, we are careful in the preterite with endings. If your verb ends in kargar or zar, you might remember there's a little stem change only in what form? What's it say on there? Only in the yo form. And we said that the problem is that we don't want, like, the verb is tokar. And if we just did CE like normal, it would be tose. And we had this conversation, we wanted it to be to-K because it's a ka. So you have to change the spelling. The C changes to a QU, the G to a GU, and the Z to a C. All right, not something I'm going to overly focus on right now, but I just wanted to remind you that we had that conversation. Main things that I need you to know for specifically next Wednesday would be your regular verbs and ser and ir. Okay, fair? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do about 10 minutes of practice, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So if you need these documents out, make sure you have them out. If you feel like you kind of know this stuff, then maybe you don't need it out. And what we're going to do is kind of my equivalent of what would have been like a whiteboard practice, but obviously we're not doing whiteboards right now. So what we are going to do is if you are on Zoom, you're going to put your answers in the chat. So it's real easy. If you are here, you have 2 choices. Either you turn your computer, put it, flip it into a tablet, and then you can actually get a screen and write on it and hold it up, kind of like it's a whiteboard. Or if you don't like doing that, you can just use like a Word document and type it, but just make the font big enough for me to see it. All right, so let me hit a light here. All right, and I'm going to turn my camera around so you should be able to see the board. All right, can you see these words, Zoom friends? Because those are the ones I'm going to use. Turn that off. Okay, so these are the words I'm going to pick from. It's a shortish list, so I'm going to use hablar, acampar, so to talk, to camp. What's beber? To drink, escribir, to write, and then we said ser in here. Ser is to be, and ir is to, Claire, to, would you say second time? Yeah, to go. All right? So I'm going to give these to you in the past tense, and like I said, if you want to put them in the chat for me, then I can be like, see, or, ooh, try that one again. All right, and then for you guys, you're just going to hold it up for me, and I'll be like, see, or no. Okay, it's kind of like you were in class holding up a whiteboard. All right, so let's start out with, how about you? So when I say you, I want the to form. You drank. You drank. So figure out which one is drink. You, say that again. Yeah, you can show me. Yes, but you're in present tense. You gotta do past tense. Good? Yeah. Do you see what I mean? So use the endings we just did. Like on this paper. You know what I mean? You're just doing drink. I need drink. All right, checking my thing here. Let's see. All right, so Liliana's good. Tucker, you picked a different verb. Make sure you're using this verb. So if you're using my verbs, you have to use beber. Okay? Your verb is not incorrect. It's just not the one that I wanted you to use. Victoria's good. Kaylee, you need to put it in the to form. Maddie also put it in the to form, and I'm waiting for a bunch more responses because that's all I got so far. So show me you're with me. Okay? So beber is what you need. Then you're going to go to your notes if you need your notes. Okay, it's the ones we just did, these right here. And put on the to form ending. Here they come. I got a bunch more coming in now. Good. Charles is good. Kaylee's good. Maddie's good. Sylvia's good. Tucker's good. Okay, I'll end up giving you some participation points too. So make sure you're doing what you need to be doing. Okay, so again, if you need help, if you're confused, you're going to find your verb. I said drink. So this one is to drink. So you're going to take your stem, you're going to drop your ending, and then you're going to look at your paper. If you don't know what the ER ending is for preterite tense in the to form, you're going to look at either the notes from today or the ones from yesterday, and you're going to see that it should end with what, class A? Bebiste. All right, bebiste. All right, good job, Ayana. All right, so if you didn't get that one, that's okay. Let's keep going. So I'm going to erase this so you just have your normal verbs again. All right, let's go with I camped. I camped. So find the camp word. Put it in the O form. Again, if you don't think you need your notes, don't use your notes. If you need your notes, use your notes. There we go. Oh, and yeah, if you can't figure out the accent, I guess I won't, if you don't know how to do the accent on the chat, I won't say you need it. Or you could always put like accent at the end. Okay, so Liliana looks good. Victoria's good. Maddie's good. Ayana's good. Keep them coming. Let's see. Sylvia, make sure you just did the wrong verb. Camped. You gave me wrote. Kaylee's good. Tucker, you're almost good. There's a little A in front. You just missed your A. You with me now? You see what I'm doing? Let me compare. Huh? Did you or that? Okay, just show me what that one is. I'll leave you. It's not that I don't believe you. Just show me this. What was he doing? I camped. Oh, that's okay. No worries. Tucker's good. Quentin. Okay, give me you need the yo form ending. Okay. So again, use your chart. Look at an AR verb like acampar. And what should that yo form end with? That's what I'm asking you. Then I'll put it up here in a minute. So you got your stem. That makes sense now? Huh? So you're putting on those endings because you're in the past tense. So instead of saying I can't. Oh, okay. All right, what's the answer going to be? How are you going to say I can't? Yo? I'll come. Okay, good. All righty. How about they wrote? They wrote. They wrote. Good, Kaylee. Good, Liliana. Good, Sylvia. Keep them coming. They wrote. Good. See? Maddie, good. Olivia? Giving out some participation points if you're with me. Let's see. All right, let me go back and see who was good. So I think I said Liliana good, Kaylee good, Sylvia good, Maddie good, Victoria good, Ayana. So Ayana, you missed a little part in the middle. You just missed an I and a B. But you got like the ending right. Quentin, you did the we form. Give me the they form. You said we wrote. There it is, Quentin. Good. They wrote. All righty. Final answers. Good, Ayana. All right. I gave everybody that tried that one a participation point. Answer is what? Escribieron is what you should have had. Escribieron. So again, if you're confused, listen, I'll explain it. So you drop your stem, your ending, so you're left with your stem. And then we said they, so you look on your chart for the ellos form if you don't know the ending, and then you add ieron because it's an IR verb. Alrighty, how about, let's go with, what have we not done? Let's do, we drank. We drank. We drank. We drank. Good. Good. Excelente. We drank. Let's see. Liliana, good. Quentin, you just forgot to drop your ending. You got a little extra in there. Do beb and then the ending. Try it again. Ayana's good. Maddie good. Kaylee good. Sylvia good. Charles good. Anybody else want to give me your answer? Much better. Yep, Quentin, you got it now. All right. How do we say? We drank. That's what I said, right? I forget what I said. We drank. Bebimos. Bebimos. All right. I would like you to give me the he, she form. He or she went. So now I'm on to my irregular. If you need to look at it, look at it. He or she went. He or she went. Maddie good, Liliana good. He or she went. Yep, you're good. Yep, good. Tucker good. Went. Sylvia went. Went. Can you hear me? Went. That's my math. He or she went. What's the first letter for those irregulars? Get you started. Starts with an F. Yeah, good. He or she went. Final answers. Kaylee's got it. Tucker's got it. Charles has got it. L or A, fway. There it is. Fway, fway, fway. All right, let's do one more. Let's do, how about they were? Still a regular here. They were. They were. They were. Good. Liliana, good. Maddie, good. They were. Good try. It starts with an F, right? Or in our irregular preterites. You were giving me an imperfect. Good. Okay, it's in the same category as flay that we just did. Tucker got it. Quentin, same thing. Got to go past tense. Use your paper if you need to. It's irregular. Haley's got it. Tucker's got it. Victoria's got it. Charles got it. Ellos. What is it? Fueron. Fueron. That's that. Fuiste, fue. Fuimos, fueron. Fueron. All right, here's what I want you to do. I would like you to see if you can write out your AR endings for me. AR endings with accents if you can. If you don't know how to do the accents, just type them out. Okay, so AR endings, what would those look like? So for an AR verb, let me go on this side. What do your endings look like? So do you like the yo form, the to form, the L form, the nosotros form, the ellos form? What do your endings look like for an AR verb? Let's see. This will be the last thing for the day. Good. You got present tense. Think about the
Can
ones
you
you
say
just
that again? You kind of cut out a little bit.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just asking for AR endings. Everybody that's done it so far has gotten them right. I'll put them up here. You can check yourself. Okay, look up on my board when you're ready to check. All right, I kind of want to wrap things up. I don't want to run out of time. So let me just summarize for you. Tonight, I gave you some textbook activities. You are welcome to do those tonight, or you can do them tomorrow, and then I have one extra one for you tomorrow. Okay, remember tomorrow I'm not going to be here, so you will not have any live instruction. Again, also on Monday, because you never have live instruction on Monday. So please make sure Friday and Monday you're practicing all this stuff, because you can expect a 9 weeks quiz over this. Okay, AR, ER, IR endings, SAR and ER. That's it. Okay, nothing in addition to that. All right, if you have checked yourself here, hasta amos aron, then bell's about to ring. So we will go ahead and call it a day. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. It's crazy. Have a good few days.